$1 right now, so you can do that. Other than that, we are going to get started. So 3, 2, 1, go. So this is Two Worlds. This is like Oblivion's younger brother that everyone hates, but I kind of love it. So one thing about this game that's actually better than Oblivion is the tutorial dungeon. If you've ever played Oblivion, you know that it's like 20 minutes long or something like that, and super long, super annoying. It's the sewers. We just finished the tutorial dungeon, so we can now go start playing the game. So this category is called All Main Quests, which means we have to beat every single main quest. This is not the any % route. We may be doing that after, actually. I believe we are about halfway towards the donation incentive. So you currently have about an hour in order to meet that. If anyone's interested in helping a charity out, great charity, and showing more people the greatness that is Oblivion any %. But anyway, how quests are defined in this game is if you go to the quest log, it's basically sorted by area for each quest, except for the main quest line. Those are called the Tainted Blood quests. So it's very strictly defined. So we will be completing every quest in that quest. And that's one of the best tips in the game, the fence. So how jumping works in this game is if you jump and you go too far down, then you get an animation, and it costs like a second or two. So I'll be trying not to do that. So this guy up here is Dandahar. Basically, what you know at this point in the game is that your sister has been kidnapped, and this guy is probably the kidnapper or working for the kidnappers. So that is the lore. We're going to go start a side quest over here by talking to Farid. So in order to use teleporters in this game and fast travel, you have to find the teleporters in the world and then use a teleport activator. So you can use 3 teleport activators from anywhere once you do this quest, which we'll be doing along the way. Up here, I am going to pick up a torch and 2 little rocks. I don't actually need the torch for anything, but it leads to kind of a funny thing later. I'm going to pick up another little white rock up here. I believe these are called magnesite, and we need 4 of them in order to get the 3 teleporters. And the 3 teleporters are used for quite a few skips and quite a few optimizations later. Coming up after this hill and a nice little walk is the horse, probably the most important thing in the game. This game has some pretty sick movement tech. You ride the horse around. If you don't like a lot of walking, you probably won't like this run, I'm sorry. It's very action-packed, though, don't worry.
It's not walking, it's horse riding. It's very different.
We actually won't be walking much at all after this. So here's the horse up here. So there's a few things that can happen. There's like these groms standing around them. Not goblins, they're groms. So the best thing that can happen here is I'll get on and ride away into the sunset, which I got. Another mechanic that can happen is they'll actually hit you and knock you off the horse. And if that happens, hopefully the horse runs away because they hit it too. But we got the best luck, so world record pace. Not going to happen. But we'll see. I have to activate this teleporter for this quest. Very speedy. And the beginning of this game is actually pretty slow. Unlike the rest of the game, trust me. All we're doing is really setting up the main quest. We have to talk to a few NPCs and stuff. But for most of the game, the actual goal is to beat 5 quests. So you have to collect the relic frame, the air elemental, the water elemental, the fire elemental, and the earth element. So that's what we're going to do. And those are our 5 main goals throughout the run. And we have some pretty cool skips that will allow us to skip some what's supposed to be required quests. Required side quests. They aren't technically part of the main quest line, thankfully. So we're going to quest about probably about 8 quests, actually, that you're supposed to be doing throughout the course of this run. So now we're talking to Dandahar and Reist. We're just going to talk to them for a bit. And this is basically where it tells you the story of your ancestors. Another thing you can do with the horse is call it. So you just kind of hit H and you whistle, and if you're nearby, the horse will come to you. So the story that they're telling you right now is that they kidnapped your sister because they need her to complete an ancient ritual. So you find out that way back in the day, your ancestors, this is kind of like a rumor that was going around, your ancestors stopped some ritual to summon the Orc God of War, Azrael, who wants to kill everyone. These guys want to summon him. So basically there was this relic that summoned the Orc God Azrael. And over time it got split into 5 pieces because your family didn't really believe in it anymore. So they sold it for a goat. Again, the thing that summons the orc god Azrael who wants to destroy the world. You sold it for a joke.
That seems
Good,
reasonable.
good times, good plot. And you'll find out later that they want to use your sister as a sacrifice or something. Something like that, I don't know. We're gonna get the horse. Oh, the horse disappeared. We're good. I need to position the horse there for a setup. There's another thing we can do. So with the teleporters, you're only really supposed to be able to teleport yourself. But if you position the horse in the center of it, then you can do a horse teleport, which is one of 3 glitches in this game.
Ooh. Wait, you're glitching? That's basically cheating.
There's a few glitches in this game. Most of what we do is not intended, but I wouldn't really call it a glitch. I think we just talk to this guy once more, and then we are ready. So I have to call the horse over here, and hopefully I got this set up right. Looks good. You just get on it. Not quite. It didn't give me the option to jump on. So you want to position your guy usually somewhere near the center, and get on. And in the middle of the animation, you just want to teleport if it gives you the option. We get up here, and because it's stuck in there, you can't ride it out. So you just have to watch outside and call it. And here we're just getting one of the teleporters, which we can use for a skip. And then getting the next part of the quest. So right now we're going to go over and get the relic frame. After this, we'll be done basically 1/5 of the game, pretty much. We'll have completed one of our 5 objectives. So I'm going to be riding my horse for a bit. Nice little fence jump there.
Amazing.
So yeah, I'm just going to ride my horse for a bit. So if there's any donations, feel free to get them in.
Yes, we have a few waiting here. We have, let's see, a $5 donation from Sweet Pea's crew saying, clipping through wall techniques and such just invalidated your run, Sweet Pea. I guess he's doing this for all his speedruns. This donation is in honor of all Sweet Peas at home that couldn't be here. We have a $10 donation from Anonymous saying more people need to see the Any Percent run. A $25 donation from BFox3 saying, hey from Australia. Love your work. I was hollow after SGDQ, so was super happy to discover ESA. Need my speedrunning fix. Gamers doing great things. And we have a $1.20 donation from Anonymous saying, I can't really spare any more money at the moment, but at least it's 50 cents for every minute of the 2 worlds Any Percent. Thanks again for your donations, guys. Remember, they are going to the Save the Children Foundation, and for every $1 we raise, the U.S. government will basically multiply that by 10. So that means that our current donation total is actually over $210,000.
Okay, so what we're doing here is this is the city that the
Oh, you died.
this is the city that the relic frame is in, and there's an interesting glitch here where if you die, you just spawn in the town. So instead of doing a bunch of side quests to gain entrance by doing some stuff for factions, basically you just die and spawn in here. Kind of a weird oversight. Why this actually works is that in the original version of the game, there were far less teleporters and resurrection shrines in the game. So they actually patched a bunch more teleporters and resurrection shrines in, and I guess they just forgot about that. So when you die anywhere near the gate, you just go in there and skip a ton of quests. And you would think that this is actually useless, because the relic frame is actually like locked behind a super secure gate. Trust me, super secure.
There's no way you're opening that gate.
And what we're doing over there is just getting 6 firebombs, and that just speeds it up. We need those a bit later. And now we go back to this guy through teleports to... just to get 2 more teleporters. So we're all done with that side quest. So right up here is the relic frame. It is in kind of an armory space. You're supposed to do, I think it's 3 or 4 side quests to get into this place in the first place. And then once you're in here, you do a couple more. And then you can open this gate over here. Very secure. We can't actually break it down or anything like that. But what we can do, if you noticed up there, is there's like a little space over it. Please don't do this to me, James. Please don't do this to me. I think we got it. There we go.
This is intended.
So there's a space over there right above the gate, and we can just kind of jump up here. Conveniently placed jumping route. I'll Twitch save just in case something goes wrong. If you ever see the game pause like that, it's probably a Twitch save. And you can just kind of nudge yourself so that you start falling and fall straight over the gate. And this is the relic frame. Done.
That's interesting.
And we placed a teleporter out there so that we can teleport right here. Teleport right outside, pick that up, and we place it close to the gate so that we can pick that up and hopefully pick that up. And then we can use those for more skips later. I'm going to do another horse teleport up here. We do, like, I think 5 horse teleports throughout the game. It allows us to keep the horse with us over massive distances, which is really useful because it saves a ton of time. I'm going to save because I've actually died on this fall before, and I did not. The horse is in kind of a bad position. I'm going to try to reposition him, but I don't think that's good either. We'll just wing it. Yeah, that's not good.
I mean, on the teleporters, on the teleporter, right?
This is actually my least favorite of the horse teleports. There's a setup for it, but my horse wasn't in a good position there. This might work. Darn. You can read some donations.
Yeah, there are actually none at the moment.
There are none at the moment. Great. I'm going to talk more about Two Worlds. I don't have anything to talk about right now. Okay. So interesting thing about this game is that, oh god, come on, horse. Interesting thing about this game is that every character in the game has a name except you. You don't have an option to name yourself in this game. No one calls you anything. Even your sister, who you don't meet until the very end, has a name. You don't. Manuals and like settings and all that stuff, any files, I think. Oh no, this is going terribly. Everything refers to you just as hero, with a capital H.
Your hero protagonist.
Yeah, exactly. Except not with an I.
Oh.
This is not working. Oh god, this is one of the tricks I actually practiced a lot of beforehand. Oh, there we go.
Hey,
Perfect.
first try.
First try. So that is by far the hardest horse teleport, by the way. None of the other, maybe one other one will give me a problem, but all the other ones should be near instant first try every time. Okay, so I need chat right now because we have a long walking distance with no donations currently. I'm going to be looking at the chat, and I need you guys to... it just went off. But I need you guys to suggest names for the horse because we are going to be on this guy for a long time. I like to call him Bob, but I'll let you guys spam names, and whatever I like, I think I'll pick that one.
Okay, just while we're waiting for that, we have received a $100 donation
Wow.
from Short Amigos saying, I love the any percent run, so here you go. What a very generous donation that is.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you so much.
That was a lot of names.
So just to hype up Two Worlds any percent more, I currently have the world record for Two Worlds any percent at exactly 2 minutes. 2 minutes and I think 83 milliseconds. Some of best is around a second faster than that. So currently it's pretty much impossible to get a sub 2. I also have a bounty going, so if you can, I guess either get a sub 2, that would be nice. I'll give you $50. Or if you can find a skip that saves more than a second. Specifically going through the gate at the very beginning of the dungeon, like you saw earlier, that would be great. So yeah, okay. So I saw a lot of roaches, Mr. Fluffy Bunny. A lot of people are saying roach.
Yeah.
We can do roach. Are you guys all good with roach?
No, I want
Bob?
All
right.
Once, Bob.
Let's get roach versus Bob. Rope or Trump? No, not Trump.
We will make
We're not
two
doing Trump.
worlds great again. Build a wall between the worlds.
Thankfully, we are in Sweden right now.
Oh.
Roach versus Bob. I'm guessing Roach, not Roach. Bob. Not that this matters. You can't actually rename your horse, by the way. I'm just gonna call it whichever one it is a few times.
I think Bob is winning right now.
So right now, what we're doing is talking to our sister. You and your sister have this telepathic bond, which works through a magic system called the Taint. That is the magic in this game. It's like kind of evil-ish. People think it's evil. But you can talk to your sister telepathically over 3 different parts of the world, and it's part of the main quest, so we're going to be talking to her a few times. Also coming up is a guy who we have to talk to. Basically, there's a guy up here who has information about where the rest of the elements are, and his name is Ho, spelled H-O. So if you have any good Ho puns, I would love to hear them. So I think we're just going to start going with Roach. We'll just call this guy Roach.
Actually, we just received a $20 donation from Anonymous saying, horse named Donald Trump.
No.
USA, 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 USA.
Can we open up a donation incentive for the horse's name?
Yeah, let's do a donation incentive.
Yeah, I guess so.
Until someone beats $20, I'm going to call this guy Trump. All right, so we're riding Trump right now. We're riding Trump over to Ho. So this is Ho. We are at Ho's hut. We're just going to talk to him for a bit. Pretty good. We like to make fast trips to Ho. We don't hang around Ho very much. We will never see Ho again, unfortunately. But yeah, if there are any donations, all we're doing right now is going to that city way in the distance over there. I don't know why I'm pointing. That city way in the distance over there is called Cathalon, and there we're going to pick up a side quest, which will allow us to get all the gold we need. So yeah, I need donations.
Okay, sure. We just have one waiting here. It's a $10 donation from MKS, who says, used to run this game when I was about 12 years old. Go, go, Shaddex.
This game's great. A lot of people really hate this game. Also, you don't have to hold anything when you're running. You can just, like, whatever. So, Chops, if you want to control, you can just go ahead.
All right.
All right, so, yeah, a lot of people just hate this game. We're going, like, straight. So, a lot of people hate this game for some reason. It's kind of janky, but I really love it. I think there are, like, 3 people in the world who legitimately enjoy this game. Those are me. Well, maybe 4. Me, Straightburn, and Durek all routed this category. So shout-outs to Straightburn and Durek. Also, I found it today that Heneko, who's back here somewhere, right there, has like 600 hours on this game on console.
Oh.
So, yeah, there are like at least 4 people in the world who legitimately enjoy this game. I have time for another donation or whatever. Still riding Trump.
No, we have no donations at the moment, but
No
someone
problem.
in chat, since you're riding a horse called Donald Trump, suggested that we need to build a stall.
So basically what we're doing in the city, there's no main quest here. There's actually, like, technically you don't have to go here at all throughout the whole game. But what we do have to do is, unlike Elder Scrolls games, all the enemy levels in this game are set, which means that the final boss is actually a badass. You can't kill him at level 3 or whatever you do. Ooh. You also notice that the horse control is quite bad. This horse relies on weird pathing, and if you ever see it get like shoved to the side or something, that's not my fault. That's actually just the horse being bad. And also my timing's really off here. I hope that's not a problem. If it is a problem, I just have to do the old route, which is a bit slower. Not too big of a deal. But yeah, the end level enemies are set levels, which means we actually have a very hard time killing them. But there are... Get this fly off the screen. Jeez. There are this weapon called bombs in the game, and there's many types of bombs. And they're very overpowered for the level that you can use them at. Are these... If the doors are open, then I think I'm fine. Well, I don't want to talk to you. I am not social. Please go away. Get off the horse. Okay, we're going to save just in case. And basically what I want to do here is do 2 side quests to level up, because we want to get more of the bombs. So we're just doing 2 side quests. I don't actually know what these side quests are. I don't know what you do. I just spam through them, to be honest. I think this one girl is being accused of poisoning food. So you somehow... Move! Up. This is the newest addition to the route, by the way. This was found while I was at SGDQ. Some guy came and beat my record, or I didn't have the record, but beat the record by 8 minutes. This game's pretty great. Also, I'm going to sell all my clothes here because naked hero is best hero. There's actually a reason for this, and the reason is that you need to be able to carry a ton of bombs later. Can you... Are you serious? I'm just going to buy bombs, I guess.
I think these guys are working for Gandahar.
No, he doesn't even have any bombs. I didn't use. Let me out. This is total...
I don't think you're on the right schedule anymore.
Let me... Okay. Apparently I should have practiced that.
Maybe it was all a ruse done by that one guy to trick you into getting stuff there.
That was all planned, by the way. So I think... Am I doing this right? I think I am. Did I just talk to him, and then there's another guy over here that I talked to, and then I talked to him again? Or maybe her?
No, we're going back inside.
I feel like I was supposed to get a level up there. Why am I not leveling up? Oh well. We'll level 9. Level 6. I think I'm supposed to be at level 7 by a certain point. We'll see. Should be okay. Oh, wrong person. This is the part of the run that I don't know very well because it's so new. But I think I just talked to her and then we're done with this area. Give her that. All right, there. Now I got a level, I think. Cool. So now that we're done, am I done here? I need to see how many firebombs I have. I have 8, so I need 1 more firebomb, which hopefully this guy has. Talk to me. I need 1 more firebomb so that we can kill an enemy later. And we just got it. Perfect. Don't jump.
Good job.
Good jump. All right, so now we're done with Cathalon, and oh god. All we're gonna do now is surprise, surprise. Come on, Trump. All we're gonna do now is surprise, surprise, more horse riding for well the rest of the game. Surprise, surprise. So hi chat. We're doing more. Yeah, anti-taint inspection device. That's what that's called. Someone thought the food was poisoned by the taint, I believe. So over here, there's a river. Actually, the end of the game is very close to here. So what I'm going to do is go place a personal teleporter. So these personal portable teleporters that you can place down, you can just kind of place them down anywhere and teleport to them at any time. So having one positioned over here for the end of the game is very useful.
Rip chat.
Later on, we have to go up to that big tower over there, so I'm just going to get off my horse right here. And there's actually a glitch you can do where if you crouch, you walk on the bottom of streams. You can see my lit torch. That's why I picked that up earlier. So you just kind of walk. And this is way faster than swimming, by the way.
Nice torch.
The best torch.
This is why it's the Oblivion killer. You can't do this in Oblivion.
So all we do here is place another teleporter down and then teleport back, and we'll be using that later. Now, one thing I really like about this game actually is that like if you can see a place, you can just like ride there. It's really cool. At any point in the game, you can just ride wherever. So like earlier, you saw that city in the distance. We just went there. You see that tower in the distance. We're gonna go there later. That city way over in the distance over there, that's where we're going right now. That is Twittenar. It's kind of a hub city. By that I mean we're just gonna ride through it and not do anything there. Yeah, basically up over here is a guy named Jandohar. He's the final boss of the game. He kidnapped your sister and is the evil mastermind. We're gonna we're gonna also just place a teleporter over there because we need to go back there 2 times later, and that just speeds stuff up a ton. Also, I was doing it a bit earlier, but today I actually discovered that the weapon animation for pulling out your sword and putting it away is different while you're on a horse because it's horse combat. So I want everyone to pay attention to the sword right now. It's pretty great. So he just kind of does like a nice little twirl there. Then he does like 8 twirls on the way back for some reason. It's pretty good. I also want you to count his abs. He's got quite a bit. I actually, in practice earlier, I was doing this as practice for this and got lost.
Nice.
It was pretty good.
I'm not even surprised.
Also, the weather effects in this game are kind of interesting because they're, as far as I know, they're pretty random. You can get fog like this, which is annoying because you can't see where you're going at all. You can get rain, which also impairs your visibility. But yeah, here's to start the end sequence of the game, we have to go right here. So we're just going to drop a teleport. Basically, when you get the relic and all its pieces, you just go give it to him. And he's like, oh, we're just going to betray you now. But we have 9 firebombs, so we have everything we need at this point. And all we're going to do now, what's coming up next is we're going to go talk to our sister for the 3rd and final time of the run. And then we go to Castle Hattisburg, which is where the side quest is. And then after that, we're going to go get the fire element at Dorgamar, which is an orc stronghold. So other races in this game are all hostile to you. No one really likes humans, I guess.
Wow.
I don't really blame them.
No wonder you're riding Trump right now.
I am still riding Trump as far as I know.
Actually.
Actually.
We have 2 donations waiting here if you have time.
Yeah, we have time.
Okay,
We always have time.
We have a $10 donation from Nickname.
Ooh, nickname.
He says, "Good luck with the run, Shaddex. The ESA any percent record is mine with 2 minutes and 24 seconds. Let's see you can or even have the chance to beat it."
2:24 is actually a very good time for a marathon run.
And this is the donation that changes everything. We have a $50 donation from Unverified who says, "If I'm not too late, can we call the horse Craig Wilson? Because Shaddex looks like him."
Can you get a picture of him up, Chops? I don't know who that is.
Yeah,
All right,
me
we
neither.
are now riding Craig Wilson.
He says, "Lovely to see speedruns in the EU. Thanks to runners and staff for doing this for us."
Yeah, thanks a ton for that donation. That's great. Hopefully it was towards Two Worlds any percent.
Well, you got your choice of Craig Wilsons here. I think
Craig
you look
Wilson.
like that one right there.
I can see it. I'm guessing it's an actor or something. Oh, where am I?
Definitely the first one.
I was supposed to be more to the left here. Not a big deal. So again, like you can go anywhere you see. So there's a castle up there. We're gonna go do it. There's another little strip we can do here where what the old route used to be was you would ride your horse. By the way, we're in a very we're kind of far in the game right now, and at this point, everything will kill me in one hit because we haven't done quests or anything. And as I mentioned earlier, everything's set level, so everything one shot kills me. So the old route used to be you would ride through this castle on your horse and dodge attacks and usually die once or twice before you actually got it. So what we're trying to do here is run through it and collect 3 catapult activators for the quest. Instead, what we're going to do is abuse just the game. We're just going to abuse the game, basically. We're just going to walk up here, and there's a teleporter inside here, and you can just kind of walk up to the wall and get the marker for it, walk in, grab those 3 things, and teleport out.
That guy didn't seem too worried about it.
Yeah, they're pretty okay with it. So again, that's for the side quest, and basically for the side quest, we need a ton of gold in order to buy a ton of bombs later in the run. We need to buy about, I think, 80 bombs-ish, depending on how lucky we get, which costs a ton of gold. And by doing this, we can kind of trick the game into giving us 9,000 gold. Basically, you're supposed to have a choice between getting 6,000 gold and no XP, or getting 3,000 gold and some XP. We're going to get both by betraying one of the people and being a good guy. So basically, how that happens, rather, is that once you pick up the quest, basically what the quest is there's this orc city, and they're going to go attack whatever that other city was called. I don't know anymore. All the names kind of blur after a while. So they're going to go attack it, and we're human. We want to protect them. But there's this other guy. He's a Trados Profiteer who only cares about money. And what he wants you to do is go steal them and then give them to him, and he'll sell them back to the orcs for a profit. So he'll give you 6,000. But what we're actually going to do is just go hand them into that guy. He'll give us 6,000 gold, and then we kill him. And then pick the activators up again, and we can just hand it in twice. So we get 9,000 gold and the XP that we need to get to level 9. And getting to level 9 is really important in this game because it allows us to use ice bombs, which do 8,000 damage each. So at the very end of the game, we have to kill 3 enemies. We have to kill the Pentagram Keeper, I believe, who has about 45,000 health. We have to kill Reist, who has 450,000 health. And we have to kill Gandalf, who is the final boss, who has the least amount of health, 40,000. So we are going to leave Craig Wilson here right now and walk over here for a bit. This is Gorgamar. It's an orc city. Everyone in here is hostile to us and kills us in one hit. But in here is the fire element, which is what we need in order to beat the game. I'm just going to quick save. One thing you'll notice is that if I actually run into enemies, they'll stop their animations and just kind of run away from me. It's pretty good. So like, if someone ever has a bow out at me, I just run at them. It works pretty well.
Good strat.
So there's a little dungeon here. There are actually 3 ways to get in this. One is to do a side quest, which will kill everything in it and open the door for a necromancer. One is to get orc camouflage armor, which means the orcs will think you're an orc. It's very good armor, apparently. Very well made. Trump probably made that. And no one will attack you. Or the third is just to run through the side entrance. We're just going to run through the side entrance. And the reason I actually left my horse out there is that how dying works in this game, at least on this difficulty, we're playing on easy. Hopefully, I think I selected that. We're playing on easy. But we just have to believe. And how dying works is you don't lose anything. Like, you don't lose stats, not that that would really matter, or anything like that. You just die and kind of go to a respawn point. So I left the horse at a respawn point so that when I grab this fire elemental, I just die.
Dude, you died.
Damn. Look at the torch, by the way. It's pretty good. So I just die, and I'm back out at the horse. And we do have another running section right here while riding. So while we ride Craig Wilson, not one last time. There's actually many more times. Oh, turn left. We can do some donations over here while we head toward the air element.
Okay. Well, it's about the horse.
Ooh.
We have a $30 donation from Koala Yummies saying, horse name back to Trump. USA, USA, USA. That's $30 on top of the original $20, which makes it $50 along with Craig Wilson. So they're kind of tied at the moment.
Okay, so Craig Wilson Trump. Got it.
Well,
Craig Wilson Trump.
yeah, I guess so. Until
Craig Trump?
well,
Craig Trump.
I guess really that Trump needs to be just $1 more.
$1 more
to beat it. Yeah, to Trump, I guess. Also, don't get too comfortable there, Shaddex. You have another speedrun straight after this.
Oh, I do. Yes.
Yeah.
Do
Nice.
That
we? Oh, that's great.
yes, that $30 just made it so that we met the donation incentive for the any % run, which
Oh,
we'll
that's
be doing
perfect.
straight after this.
So if you guys haven't seen Two Worlds Any Percent before, I highly suggest you stick around for it. It is very short. I think it's kind of funny and entertaining. It's cool to see how a game can be broken that bad. Like, we can beat the main quest line, not as intended, but we can do it in an hour. But in Two Worlds Any Percent, we actually complete 0 quests and beat the game in 2 minutes. It's pretty great. I love it. It's one of my favorite runs to do. It's just really fun. The hardest thing about, if anyone does want to learn Two Worlds Any Percent, the hardest thing about running it is finding a copy of it, because you do have to play on an unpatched version of the game. But I think there's some floating around the internet somewhere. Or you can buy like a boxed copy.
Floating around on the internet. Wow. You're not suggesting people download something illegally,
I would
do
never.
you?
I would never torrent.
I'm glad.
Yeah. So anyway, I believe this is the dead forest, even though it's like more the burnt forest. Funny thing about this, you can see there's actually a path running through the forest. The pathing on your horse is actually really, I went the wrong way. I might be good. The pathing on your horse is actually really bad, and what happens is if you travel on the path, you are 100% guaranteed in certain spots that your horse just won't be able to pass it. There will just be an invisible barrier right in front of you. Sometimes what will actually happen is your horse will get shot up into the air like 50 feet, and you'll just be stuck there. Sometimes your horse will start like clipping in and out and going invisible. Sometimes it'll just get stuck in trees. Like, there's a lot of bad stuff that can happen if you actually do what the game intends and follow the path. So we just kind of ride around. I like to go on one side and then cross over to the other, grab the air element. This is also the easiest element to get, because there's no quests or anything really dangerous. You just kind of have to run through all this.
Are there even any enemies here?
There's enemies here. They're pretty tough. They like throw fireballs, but who cares? We're going to do another horse teleport. Fingers crossed that this one is kinder. And it is not.
Craig Trump, don't
I also can't move my horse. My horse is amazing. My what? My Craig Trump? Craig Trump.
Yeah.
There we go. Where am I going? I'm going to here. This part always confuses me. There's so many things you can do here. Like, so none of this game is in order. Once you start the game, you can actually like just go do whatever you want. Even in the main quest, like, it just gives you 5 options of what to do, and you can do them in any order that you want. It's pretty sick. That's one of the things that I really love about this game. It's a true open world game. What I'm doing here is skilling my skills up. Basically, I want skills in swimming, because we have to swim later, and swimming is super slow. I want them in set traps so that we can set bombs. And I want strength, because we have to be super strong to carry those bombs. So here's the Trados Profiteer I was talking about. I have to be kind of careful to stay away from him, because you can kill your horse. Not as easily as in Oblivion, but you can still kill your horse. So we give him the activators. He gives us 6,000 gold. Then we put 9 firebombs down and kill him. And off his corpse. His
Your-
beautiful, beautiful
Your
corpse.
torch is floating behind your hand when you do that.
It's pretty
Go
good.
like this, the torch is up here. Oh.
So we just kill him. You're going to
Wow.
be seeing more of that
Good
later. Don't worry.
fight. Amazing.
Yes, the combat in this game is actually quite interesting. I don't know, spells and like sword combat, they're just kind of
Terrible. They're awful.
they're pretty bad. Like the combat strategy is you just bring your sword out, you attack, and then you hit the jump back button, and nothing can hit you.
Yeah.
And you just keep repeating that, and it's pretty boring to be honest. Also, I forgot to do a strategy, so this should still be okay, but it's not too big of a deal. We'll see. So we got 6,000 gold from that, and then we just grab the activators off his corpse, and then go do the good thing and protect the city by helping out the guard captain Rawl Dang. I believe that, yeah, Rawl Dang.
Roll dang.
Rawl Dang.
Sick
And you are
names.
hero. And horse is Craig Wilson.
No,
Or
Trump.
Craig Trump. I apologize. I apologize profusely. So what we're doing here is we're doing our bomb buy. So at the end of the game, you need a ton of bombs in order to finish. So what I'm going to do right now is go around and start buying bombs. This is kind of the old route, but it should be okay. I've been having bad luck with the newer route, and it's not really marathon safe because this is all random pretty much. So this relies on a lot of randomness to determine what bombs you get, how many of the bombs you get. So basically what we want are ice bombs, which are these like reddy blue ones. They're red because you can't use them yet. Ice bombs do 8,000 damage per thing and are the most important because the guy with the most health, Rice, who has 450,000 health, which is a lot. For reference, your sword does like 10 damage and your spell does like 13. So it is a lot of health.
I still love the fact that you just called them ready blue things. That's
The reddy blue things, yeah.
great description.
They're ice bombs, but they're redded out because you can't use them. So you want like a ton of ice bombs. Second bomb you want is poison. And Rice is immune to fire, which is actually really inconvenient. So far, we have terrible luck.
Yeah.
Awful. Absolutely awful luck.
I think you need like, what, 80 bombs for the whole run? Something
Yeah,
like
you
that?
need like, depending on how many ice bombs you get, you need like 70 or 80 bombs. So far, I have 1.
Solid.
So far, I have 1 ice bomb, and we're like halfway through the bomb trip. You can do a donation now.
We have a $5 donation from Sanzo23 saying, "Great to finally see 2 worlds run at a marathon. When will Shaddex man up enough to challenge Sanzo84 for his 2 worlds 2 world record?"
Oh, man. I actually played 2 Worlds 2 casually with the intention of speedrunning it, but it is just not a good speedrun. I'm sorry, Sanso. Okay, so you don't want me to start on my 2 Worlds 2 rant, but I will. So 2 Worlds 2, by all accounts, is a much better game than this. It's way more polished. It's like actually pretty fun casually. I mean, I love this game, but a lot of people like 2 Worlds 2. Most people in the world, except for the aforementioned me, Durak, Heneko, and Straightburn, think 2 Worlds 2 is actually like a reasonable game. It looks like better than Dark Souls, so it's pretty good.
Well, then it must be good.
But unfortunately, speedrun-wise, they made everything tied to quest progression, so everything is very, very linear. You can't skip anything, as far as I know. I could be wrong. But all the routing I did, I could get to the end of Chapter 1, and I could go through the dungeon to get to the end of Chapter 1. You can go to, like, the last building, but you just can't get on inside it. Even if you clip out of bounds at the door, you can't get inside it. It's really ridiculous. At Chapter 2... you can skip from Chapter 2 to Chapter 3 by, it's awful, but you can buy a boat and sail to the last island where the final dungeon is. It takes about 20 minutes to sail there, but you can do it. And you can actually enter the final dungeon. You can't get out, but you can enter it. And you can beat the whole thing up till the very end, but it does a quest check at the very end, and because you don't have the right quest, you can't beat it. It's really bad. So yeah, 2 Worlds 2 sucks. No.
And
rant.
there's another donation here.
Perfect.
Guess what?
What's the horse's name?
Yeah. It's $20 donation from Zephrame saying, took a small loan of $1 million so that I could donate for Trump the horse. That puts Trump in the lead with $70. If you want it named anything else, you need it needs to beat that.
All right, so Cannon, horse's name is now Trump.
Congrats, Trump.
I just saved and it like paused.
I wonder if
I-
you realize that both of us are Canadian.
Oh yeah, we're both Canadian, by the way. Sorry to break your heart. What was I gonna say? I don't know. Oh, also, I was gonna say I turned autosaves off, so if something bad happens, something really bad is gonna happen, which is why I'm Twitch saving every once in a while. So up here is where you get the key for the Earth element. The Earth element is in a place called the High King's Tomb. And in order to get there, you have to do 2 quests for either the guard captain or 2 quests for the mayor. We are not going to do that. So far, bad luck. Is the door open? Door is locked. I had this happen in practice earlier for the first time of my life.
Just open the door, dude. What's wrong? Why can't you just open the door?
So yeah, I had this happen earlier for the first time in my life. The door is locked. I don't know what to do, by the way. Basically, I just need to wait for the door to be unlocked. So, donation time. If anyone wants to get some horses. Also, I left my horse way back there, my Donald Trump. Oh, there we go. It's open.
We have a $17 donation. Okay.
So what I'm actually gonna do here is attack the mayor. I'm gonna Twitch save. I don't care how bad this goes. We're gonna ride it out. I'm gonna attack the mayor, and I set up some traps that he ran around my traps. He ran around my traps.
2 worlds, everybody.
Oh, he died. Cool.
Hey.
I need to grab this before I die. Nice.
Oh, somebody else died too. Rip.
Kill me. Okay, so basically I want to kill the mayor, pick up the key to the High King's Tomb off his corpse, and then die. And this is not the fastest way to do this, but this is by far the most consistent, and it's quite fast. So I just die, just like I did earlier in the game, get on my horse and ride off into the sunset, except no sunset in this game. So you can finish that donation now. Much more horse riding to come, don't worry.
Okay, thank you. We have a $17 donation from KDGXZDU. He says, love 2 Worlds, and I must say I have a physical copy of it at home.
Ooh. I don't even think I have one. I actually beat this game for the first time twice on Xbox 360 when I must have been either 12 or 13 at the time. Whenever it came out, somewhere around there. I actually beat it twice on console. I cheated for the first one.
Wow.
Yeah, I used console commands to
mean-
get like good weapons and stuff.
I mean, you're cheating now anyway. So
the combat in this game was not that enjoyable, to be fair. So what we're doing now is just riding over to the High King's Tomb. If you look on my mini-map, it's a green dot way in the distance. So we are just going to ride Donald Trump. I'm also going to pull the sword out so you can appreciate
What? He just
Appreciate
he just
the
sold
moves.
Nothing.
He like when he puts it away, he really spins that thing.
You gotta be swag when you're on.
It's
Donald
pretty
Trump.
good. There is actually horse combat in this game, so like I can swing, I can attach stuff if I wanted to. It's not very effective. It's actually very hard to hit stuff on the horse. So the High King's Tomb is right over here. Unfortunately, I kind of went the wrong way for a second because of the fog. The fog just obscures everything. It is very, very hard to see.
I thought you were just following the minimap towards the green dot.
I was, but because of because of how the way hills work and the horse, like I went too far over there, and the horse just can't go down that hill. So I'm just gonna call it.
Come on, Trump. You can do it.
There we go, Trump.
Trump was literally just looking down on you. How appropriate.
So here's the High King's Tomb. There are 2 ways in here. We're just gonna go in the front because that's the key that we have. I believe I'm the correct level. So the old route you used to have to kill some skeletons here, but I don't believe we have to do that anymore. We shouldn't. I should be high enough level. All that matters is that I'm level 9 by the end of the game, essentially, because I need to use a specific bomb type. I'm also going to use this chance to bind some stuff there. I just needed to bind all my bombs so that I could use them later.
This is a very good question. How does the sword stay on your back?
That looks pretty painful, doesn't it?
It's the power of the abs. He just crunches really hard to keep it there. I
That core
guess.
strength.
Yeah.
So this is the earth element. Is there a skeleton around here? The skeletons just do not care about me. This guy needs to kill me. Usually they'll like be ganging up on you and stuff, and you can die really easily. That time I had to like look around. So I just want to die here again. I just really like to die. Sorry, Mum.
Wow.
All right, so now we leave the High King's Tomb, and basically there's only a few things left to do here. Basically, we ride Donald Trump over to... There's a teleporter over here where we set up for another trick. But basically, at this point in the game, we have the relic frame, we have the air element, we have the earth element, the fire element. So the only item we have left to collect is the water element. The only thing we have to left to collect before we can finish the game is the water element. And after we do that, we just hand all the things into Gandohar and then start the ending sequence. And again, in the ending sequence, we have to kill 3 enemies. So I have really bad bombs right now. Hopefully, we get a bit luckier at the end. Sometimes you can do this in 1 bomb trip. Unfortunately, we got bad luck this time, and we have to do 2. Yeah, so what I'm going to do, there's a teleporter right here. I've already explained how they function. You're going to see a whole new glitch here, also involving the horse. The horse is very glitchy in this game. So Trump is really, really saving us time here. Like, just a lot of time overall.
Thanks, Trump.
Trump is probably the fastest thing in this run, for sure. I know you guys love Trump, So what we're doing over here, earlier in the game, if you were here still, you saw me crouch underwater. Unfortunately, you can't do that here, because you will die. This will just auto-kill you if you crouch here. So we're just going to run through it, and this is also why I leveled up swimming. I'm going to actually see if I can level it up again. I can't. I just had to check because it is swimming is very slow, as you're about to see. Yeah, so we're just going to swim over here. And then over there, that city is called Ashos. And in Ashos, what you're supposed to do is you do 1 quest. And the quest is you go undercover as a police officer, essentially. You're trying to bust a drug smuggling ring. And for some reason, they really just trust the naked foreign guy.
That kind of took quite a turn from a fantasy. Your sister's been kidnapped to summon demons. Like, nah, now we busting drugs. You know?
Yeah, it's pretty good. But basically, what we do there is we crouch on the water and we just die, and it spawns us over here much faster than swimming. And then we're going to go into Ashos, and instead of doing the 2 quests and getting the key for the temple, we're going to do a skip, the 3rd glitch of the game. The other glitches are walking underwater like that and horse teleports. Like, killing the NPCs is kind of a glitch, but it's hard to call that a glitch. So we have time for 1 or 2 donations right here, if there are any.
Yes, we have a $1 donation from Boomer saying, "Make Antelor great again." Trump for horse name. We have a. Are you sure we have time for this? This next one is.
Oh yeah, you've got time.
Okay, we have a $20 donation from Existence. He says, pardon me, or she, thoroughly enjoying the speedrun at the moment. Thank you all for putting on such a display for very honorable cause. I'd also like to wish the remaining runners good luck with their respective runs, alongside everyone in chat for watching and supporting such a righteous cause. Since we're all battling for the horse's name, I think it would be prudent to rename the horse to Kappa. So here's $20 to that. That means that we now have $71 for Trump, $20 for Kappa, and still $50 for Craig Wilson. So we have a bit of a ways to go for beating Trump.
Don't worry. Trump's about to do some good work, actually. Trump is about to do a very cool glitch.
Can't stop the Trump.
So this is actually one of the newest strategies that we found in the game. I have to get to F8. I'm going to do a hard save here, actually, just in case something goes wrong like a crash. Basically what you want to do... I don't think that'll work, but it's worth a try. You want to place your teleporter in kind of a specific spot there, and then you want to teleport with your horse. So again, horse teleports, doing work. Trumping it up. Can't stump the Trump. That doesn't look good, though. I don't think that position was good enough, but I'm pretty bad at this trick, so maybe it was. But basically, you can clip right through the gate. Let's see. Oh, we got it.
Hey,
Cool.
nice. Good job, Trump.
So we'll save over here as well. So that just gets you straight through the gate. You can also, I actually did that in a different dungeon. I found a way to get out of bounds with the horse, but how the horse pathing works is that it only goes places where it like can detect pathing for some reason. So if you get the horse out of bounds, there's no pathing there, and the horse just won't move at all. It won't. Even if you call it, it won't move. You can't ride it at all. And I almost thought it was useful because it would have been a strategy to like out of bounds all the way over here. But unfortunately, they load the game in cells. So if once you go too far, you basically just can't go any further. There's an invisible wall. And again, I'm just going to kill myself here.
Streamer, why didn't you just ride the horse all the way through there?
So earlier today, we actually tried to run with the horse all the way through here. And for some reason, at the very end of the dungeon, I just could not get a... What's it called? A horse teleport at all. I just could not get a horse teleport at all. So we're just not going to do that because it's not really worth it. I am also going to do a pretty neat horse teleport here. So you mount it, drop it. It didn't work.
Pretty neat.
This is exactly the problem that we were having earlier, actually. I'll try it once more before we do the more traditional one. Didn't work. Well, we do always do it facing this way. Maybe that's the real trick. Oh, that is not working. Well, this is not good.
It's fine.
We kind of need to
Trump won't
teleport.
let us down. Don't worry.
That might work. Yeah, there we go.
See? I told you.
So all you need to do there is teleport with the personal teleport, which is a bit harder than doing it otherwise. And now what we're doing is riding our horse all the way up to this tower. So at the end of the, we're now approaching the end of the game. We have all the 5 elements, which means we have the full relic to, again, the relic which summons the orc god Azarel, who is trying to destroy the world. Sounds like a good plan.
Seems like a nice fellow.
Yeah, totally worth saving our sister. Sister's name is Tyr, by the way, in case you're curious. So again, we're going up here, and we actually need to do a pretty interesting setup here, in my opinion. It's interesting. So there are these traps called hold traps, and how they work is they don't just hold an enemy. They completely like disable the enemy. So if you put a hold trap under an enemy, they can't move, they can't attack, they can't do anything except get fucked. Good thing this isn't GDQ. So basically what I'm going to do up here is that I'm going to place my last teleport that I have so that I can get behind an enemy so that I can set up. Because again, I die in one hit to everything. I believe at this point I'm level 9. Or should be. I should be able to level this up. No, I can't level it up. I have to kill this guy first. That's right. So I'm going to go up here. Right now there's nothing up here, but at the end of the game you have to kill this guy. So I'm just going to place a teleport down. I guess I'll Twitch save in case something goes wrong here. Nothing should go wrong. And then I'm just going to start the ending sequence of the game. So we just talk to Gandohar, and then lore happens. So we give him the relic. We're expecting to like double cross him. Please don't crash. We're expecting to double cross him so that, what is going on? And take our sister back and have the relic. But that doesn't really go to plan, and they get both our sister and the relic. And go to like summon the orc god Azrael. That's bad. What's happening?
Lore is happening.
I just have a
It's too
black
much.
screen right now, by the way.
Lore is too much for the computer to handle.
We're just gonna Control Alt Delete, restart the game.
2 worlds, everybody.
Two Worlds is actually a very. It doesn't crash very often. I am gonna end the process and just restart it and hope that fixes it.
This is fine.
It should be okay. Uh-oh, that's not okay. Well, we'll see. Oh, there we go. So an interesting thing about this game is that it's pretty old, and you need NVIDIA legacy drivers in order to run it. And it has to like install them every time through Steam. Also, I can't skip this right now. What is wrong with your keyboard chops?
Don't blame my keyboard.
There we go. Did it.
Don't
No,
break
no,
my
no.
Keyboard, by the
We're
way.
just gonna restart now. So hi, I'm Shad. Twitch save. Twitch save. We're gonna make a hard save. All right, cool. So we're back here. We're gonna hopefully start the end of the game. I'm hoping there isn't a bug here, or I'm gonna have to crawl through my saves looking for one that's past this.
Trump
Okay, so
won't
we
let
talked
us
to him.
down.
There we go. Perfect.
Hey. Good job, program, working like you're supposed to.
I don't have a teleport. Oh, okay, I'm just gonna die here.
Wow. Okay.
I hope this is right. I've never done this before, but it's supposedly a strat. Oh, I didn't even. Did I not pick up the teleport? That's no good. I might have just left it there. I picked it up the first time. Anyway, we just die and we'll spawn here. Yeah, it's right there. Ah, that's annoying. I don't think it matters. It just makes that part faster. If I had it, I wouldn't have had to die there. So there's a guy right here. I was supposed to crouch coming up here. I don't think he sees me. I'm going to save. So, okay. I think we're good. So we're going to throw a trap under him. Now he's trapped. He can't move. Now we're just going to kill him.
You have no animation. He's just exploding with
Yeah.
your
So this is how the
blowing up with your
combat
mouth.
works in this game. Totally normal.
Well done. Good fight.
Good fight. Do I teleport here? Yeah, so now that we killed that guy, what we want to do is go do our last bomb buy. This is where we want to get all the essentially all the bombs that we can use. We need them now. So I'm going to go to my F8 menu right there. The blue one is what well, I'm going to level up my set trap skill, and I'm going to level up my strength so that I can carry more bombs and also get more damage. So what I really want here are those blue bombs in my third slot in the bottom left. Those are ice bombs, and they are really, really good. That's what I really want. And if I can, I want about 30 of those would be optimal. I can get away with around 20. Oh, that's a nice 3-stat right there. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
But yeah, I think it's like 19 of those and 50 poisons will kill the guy I need to kill. Unfortunately, the guy I need to kill is immune to fire bombs, which are one of the most common bombs. Also, at this point, I don't need any more fire bombs, although my reflexes are pretty bad, and I go to buy them a lot anyway. So all I need at this point are ice bombs and poison bombs. He had a 5-stat.
Oh,
I just bought a
beautiful
bow.
Nice bow.
Why am I so low on cash? Doesn't matter. Should be okay.
Because you bought so many firebombs.
Yeah, that's true. I can sell some if I have to. So the final boss is actually the weakest of the 3 required enemies at the end. With 40,000 health, he takes 14 firebombs, unlike the guy I just killed who takes 16. I mean, you'll kind of see why that's important in the any percent run, actually, because I can't even imagine if we had to kill Rice. Rice wouldn't work the same. Let's just put it that way. So we have 26 ice, which is actually very good, and 38 poison. So after these next few guys, after I clear out this town, we should be good. We should have enough bombs to finish the game. I was actually kind of worried that if you get very unlucky, you won't have enough bombs to actually kill the final boss.
It's okay. You have the sword. You'll
Which
be
means
fine.
I would sit there doing 10 damage to it. 10 damage to the guy with 450,000 health. He had 2 poisons.
33 bombs. Nice.
I think I already have enough. I definitely have enough. But, oh, am I out of money?
Yeah.
I'm out of money. Okay. We should have enough bombs. So I'm just going to start heading back out. Yeah, 33.45 is more than enough. That's a bunch. Cool. So we are going to go to the end of the game now, essentially. What I have to do is just ride Donald Trump. We are riding Donald Trump to save the world. Or destroy it. And another interesting thing about this game is that at the very end, you get a choice for a good ending or an evil ending. Good ending is what we're doing. Evil ending is you side with Gandohar, and I think you sacrifice your sister.
Friendly.
Or who you've been like, the whole point of the game has been trying to save her. I don't really remember it that well, though. And what happens if you choose that ending, actually, is that 3 Templars, the guys in the white cloaks that you might have saw a few times throughout the run, those guys will come and attack you. And we choose good ending. Not because we're good, but because it's faster. Just because you have to kill one guy, and he's really weak. So, yeah, no more bids for horse name. Trump is going to save the world.
Good job, Trump.
It matches reality, of course.
Obviously, yeah.
Riding. I hope you've enjoyed the run, enjoyed our epic quest to save Kira, our sister. I hope you have enjoyed Hero's Abs and Trump the Horse, formerly known as Brian Wilson?
Craig Wilson.
Craig Wilson. And also the torch, of course. The unextinguishable torch.
That's a pretty good torch.
I almost died there, I think. All right, quickly save just in case.
Yeah, save after almost dying. That's good.
There's some bad stuff that can happen up here, but nothing too bad. Some of these guys, the only annoying thing that can happen up here is some enemies won't de-aggro, and the enemies will actually go and attack the final boss, and they're really good at dodging. So they'll just fight the final boss forever, and I can't really do anything about that. It's really, really obnoxious when it happens, which is why I ride my horse all the way up here before stopping. So hopefully these guys that were chasing me, which did, will stop. I haven't actually done this trap before, but it should work. I'm going to place down a trap, talk to this guy. Get ready for a headphone warning. This guy can be pretty loud. I'm going to save again.
Yeah.
So he is now caught in a trap.
Good demon.
All right, so this is demonic riced. This is the final boss. I hope you really like the combat in this game.
This looks really difficult.
This is so hard. So I just place a bunch of bombs, and in between them, I'm just going to place traps every once in a while. So these are poison bombs. They do damage over time. I'm just going to place a bunch to let his health slowly tick down. Yeah, I used to not warn about the headphone. I used to forget quite often. Now I'm just going to start using ice bombs to tick him. I think I have enough.
Oh, no!
I was not thinking there. I have a quick save. Don't worry.
Well,
More more loud noises.
you got a little bit destroyed there.
I kind of forgot about that. Yeah, I've never actually done this strategy before, by the way. We used to just place all the bombs down at once, and instead of a headphone warning, well, it would be a headphone warning, but only for a few seconds. Yeah, I forgot you have to keep placing traps down. I think that's the first time I've actually ever died to Rice in all of my running this game.
Good stuff.
I'm pretty sure that's the only time. I'm going to save right here, place another trap down.
Wow.
So you can literally just keep dinging him with traps, and he'll be stuck forever.
Why would you ever need to save? It's such an easy
And you
fight.
can even just pick the traps back up. It's really great. I'm going to save again. Trap. Cool. We're just going to keep using ice bombs, because I think I might have enough to actually just kill him. We'll do one more. Trap. Let's save.
How come?
And we'll do a trap again. We're at the very end of the game. Let's do this. So not quite enough, but don't worry, we've got poison. Goodbye, demonic Christ. I'm gonna risk it and not trap him.
Oh, the big plays.
Uh-oh. This is a bad decision. He needs to die. I'm putting the trap down.
Weak.
I don't actually think these do damage anymore. I think I just have to wait for the poison to tip down. This is totally not doing damage. New strat. Let me put a trap down first. All right, sword.
All right, let's do this. Oh, the epic fight.
This actually saves time, by the way. Because you're doing damage to him.
I love this animation. Just kind of.
Yeah, this is the combat in this game. Oh no, put that trap down. Nice, you're trapped.
Get wrecked, nerd.
And you actually have to be close to this guy when he dies,
Hey.
so that it'll update. Let's save again because it can crash here. Okay, final boss. 14 fire bombs. We're just gonna place them here. This is a bit far out, but I don't want to trigger the cutscene by accident. I think it was 6. 12-ish. 13. I'll do 15. 14 and 1 for luck. Save. Trigger the cutscene. Hopefully don't crash. Pick the right option. No! Wrong option. I thought this was going to be a train wreck at the start, but this is actually all my fault. So we're going to skip the cutscene, and strats, if you run towards him and then run away, he'll run at you instead of walking very slowly. And then
Good fight.
final boss. Get ready on time. Get ready on time. And maybe time. Oh, cool. Yep. We are going to watch part of the cutscene at least, maybe not the whole thing. It's not too long, but there's a very specific line I want to get to.
Maybe show that after.
Or maybe
90%.
show that after any percent?
Yeah.
You don't have to watch this twice, so we'll watch that after any percent. Okay. But so that was Two Worlds. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. This is the first time I've shown all main quests off at a live marathon. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Okay. Any percent takes me a couple minutes to set up. But I did test it and it worked, so I should just have to go like this.
We can do donations while we're setting this up.
Yeah, if there are any. Or sponsors or whatever.
Oh, actually, just wanted to remind you that Nickname's time to beat is 2 minutes and 24 seconds.
Ooh, thank you.
Easy.
So Nickname is actually the guy who got me into running